All right, and welcoming you to chair yoga for the care of Waldenstroms, for the care of just being a human being on the planet today. So we're here with a beautiful mixture of folks from all over the place. Some of us are having back issues today. Some of us are looking to kind of come down and get a little calmer. Some of us are, celebrating good numbers. And some of us, are going through a lot. So we run the gamut here today. So whoever you are, wherever you are welcome here in whatever state of being you're in. So let's get started with just a little bit of easy movement to connect with our breath. And then we'll probably pursue some more breath work in a bit. Oh, good. I see that Steve is joining us. Was just talking about you, hoping you would come. So we're just settling in. I'm going to find a seat with my feet on the earth. So that might mean I come to the edge of my chair. For me, I have short legs. And I've got a nice tall spine. Imagine that you have a little string coming up out of the top of your head, kind of lifting you a little taller, letting the shoulders rinse down away. That's good, Renee. Welcoming you, Renee. And then I'm going to let my arms just drop to my sides. I'm going to see if I can let my shoulders also drop down, relax a little bit. Just a little bit of movement in a lot of places is our motto. Motion is lotion, right? So let's begin by inhaling the arms out to the sides, maybe halfway up, and exhaling, letting the arms drop down. I've got my feet on the earth. Breathing in, breathing out. Easy breaths today, friends, as you lift up, grounding down, cultivating that calm, letting go of things that I might not want to hold on to. Breathing in, maybe my arms rise up a little bit higher. Breathing out, coming all the way back down. And I'm caring for whatever issues I might be challenged by today. I might need to modify, right? If I'm feeling pain or discomfort, please don't push through pain or discomfort to please me or to keep up with someone else. Just take care of yourself as we breathe in. Maybe the arm is rising all the way up, or both one arm. Breathing out. Let's do 3 more like that, or however feels best. Creating this sphere of self-care around ourselves today. Self-care is not selfish. And taking one more. Letting the arms come down at the sides and rolling the shoulders one at a time. Up, back, and down, knowing that you can move at your own pace. You can do something different. You could fly around the room and quack like a duck, as my dad would say. Rolling the shoulders, up, back, and down. All right, and then I'm just going to rest my hands in my lap, and I'm noticing again my feet on the earth, and I'm going to let my belly soften a little bit. So I'm always kind of just sucking my gut in a little bit for whatever reason that is. Could be a cultural thing. Could be just, I need to really release some stress, right? So I'm going to close my eyes. You're invited to do the same if you feel safe doing so. And I'm just going to let that belly relax. And as I breathe in, maybe I could feel the belly expanding like a balloon. Breathing out, just relaxing back to neutral, or maybe pulling in a little bit. But my goal is to soften and fill my belly with my breath. And if I would rather bring my awareness somewhere besides the belly, I could do that. I could bring my awareness to my ribs or my chest. See if I could take 3 breaths in a row, just keeping my mind on my breath. following the belly. Beautiful, friends. And then I'm going to take my hand on the place that feels like the center of me. That might be your chest, your belly, somewhere else. Could be your head, for all I know. Wherever you feel is the center of your maybe physical being today. Or it could be your spiritual being or your emotional being. Just resting a hand there and feeling the breath moving in and out of this area, expanding the center of you, relaxing the center of you. And there might be two places that feel like they're center. And you could take the other hand to that place. And you could continue just expanding the center, relaxing the center. Or you might want to add bee's breath, a little bit of humming. So I'm going to inhale through my nose, and as I exhale, I'm going to keep my mouth closed and create a little humming sound like that of a bee, emanating from my center. Letting it be easy. For two more. And last one. Returning to your normal breath, maybe taking the hands down, blinking the eyes open, and coming into the yoga space now with a little bit more sort of embodiment, perhaps. So I'm going to share with you something I love to do. We haven't done it in a while. It's called Brahma Mudra, and it's a series of neck movements combined with seed syllables. The goal of this, kind of like our bee's breath, is to calm an anxious mind. Bee's breath also has good immune boosting properties as we're humming. So creating that vibration could be relaxing. It could be also energizing for you. So I'll do the neck movements first, and then we'll add the seed syllables. I'm going to breathe in and bring my chin over to the right, breathing out and coming back to center. Inhaling, chin to the left. Exhaling slowly back to center. We're going to inhale and lift the chin up just a little. Exhale, slowly come back to center. Inhale, tucking the chin down. Exhale, slowly coming back to center. So you notice we're always coming back to center. We'll do this one more time without the seed syllables. So I'm breathing into the right, traveling back to center nice and slowly with my exhalation. Inhaling, chin to the left, back to center, exhale. Inhale, lifting. Exhale to center. You got it. Inhale, tucking. Exhale, back to center. So you could continue just like that, or you might add these seed syllables. They're just vowel sounds. Ah, oo, e, and So we'll do it a couple times. So I'm breathing onto my right side as I exhale, back to center. Ah. Inhaling to the left. Back to center. Ooh. Inhale, lifting. Back to center. Inhale, tucking the chin. Back to center. Continuing, inhale right. Inhale left. Inhale lift. Last one, inhale tuck. And then if there was one of those vowel sounds that just felt really good, to make that sound, you could do that maybe 2 times. It could be ah, ooh, ee, or something else. Ooh, woo, 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 woo. Ooh, woo, 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 woo. Very good, my friends. You do not have to have a good voice to make these sounds. I think just making sounds can be so therapeutic. And my daily practice is a mantra practice, so I'm making all kinds of sounds. Sometimes I'm doing it internally, sometimes I'm doing it externally. I cannot even tell you the benefits that I've experienced through this practice. And I share this one little Brahma Mudra as something that you might try sometime when you need to come back to center, when you need that groundedness, when you're all over the place, or maybe you've had too much coffee, right? You need to just kind of work through that caffeine high. So let's go ahead and take a sip of water and transition to some whole body movements. All right, I'm going to take a little wider stance. I'm going to take my hands on my knees. So I'm still seated, but if for whatever reason you really feel like you need to stand, go for it, friends. And I'm just going to circle my torso. Right? If you're standing, you could circle the hips. Stirring the pot. And as I move through this practice today, perhaps I could continually return to my center, the center of my being. And I think that very often I spend a lot of time being in my mind, and my mind feels like me. When actually, really, when we, quiet down and listen, the center could be more like the heart, or it could be the solar plexus. Coming back the other direction. That's good, Judy. We're just finding a little bit of movement, easy movement with the breath. Maybe one more big circle. Good. And then we're traveling back to center. And I'll take a few side bending movements. I'm going to start first just by sliding my right hand up my right rib cage. And I'm going to lean over to the left here. Let my left arm relax and see if I could breathe into my right rib cage and lift it with my breath. Just a couple times. Beautiful, friends. Coming back and switching it up. Left hand, left rib cage, right arm relaxed. Lifting that rib cage with your breath a couple times. Good, returning, and you could either continue that or you could add lifting the right arm up and over as you lean to the left. Traveling back and forth at your own pace. right? Maybe you want to linger and really explore lengthening. Maybe you feel like flowing from side to side would be more your speed today. Really stretching those little intercostal muscles. Got it, Kathy. Beautiful. Yoga remembers you. Yoga missed you. And we'll take maybe one more. And we'll come back to center. I'm going to take my arms out to the sides like a cactus. And my mind is at my center. Or maybe at my solar plexus or my heart. And I'm going to point my center to the right. So I'm twisting to the right, coming back to center with an inhalation, twisting all the air out of my lungs to the left. Inhaling back to center. Good. Exhaling to the right. Can you let your shoulders soften? Inhaling to center. Last one, all the way to the left. Come back to center and give yourself a hug for getting out of bed, for coming to yoga today, for doing a self-care practice. All right, and then I'm releasing my arms and maybe walking my feet back a little bit. So I'm going to lean forward here and maybe bring my forearms down across my legs. Right? If I'm somebody who's caring for back issues today or osteoporosis, I might stay somewhat lifted. Right? Or if I have glaucoma and I don't want to change the pressure in my eyes, I might stay somewhat lifted. If I feel cleared to do so, I could maybe fold forward a little farther. Right? You are your own, best teacher in this moment as to what's best for you. If you feel comfortable in a full chair forward fold, you could go there. Right? Personally, I get sort of dizzy easily, so I sometimes keep my head lifted. So you do whatever feels best for you. We're just sort of exploring what is my version of a forward fold today. And I could take a breath in and I could sigh it out of my mouth with some noise if I like. Maybe a little roar. Letting it all the way out. Letting space open up. And then very gently, carefully, I'm walking myself back up. Right? Taking my time. Finding a few easy breaths here. Good. And then let's open the arms out to the sides. So my arms are out to the sides. I'm going to bring my palms back a little bit. And I'm going to lift my heart and my chest here. So I'm arching my back. Maybe those arms move back even a little further still as we squeeze the shoulder blades together. That's beautiful. Can you take a breath in? And as you exhale, you can swing the arms in front, interlacing the fingers. And I'm going to pull my arms away from the body. So I've created some space in the upper back. That's beautiful, Anna. Inhaling and opening wide. So grateful to be here with you today, friends. Exhaling, interlacing, pulling the arms away to whatever degree feels good to you. Maybe we can do 2 more together. Inhale, arching. Exhale, little gentle shoulder blades sliding. And you've got it. 1 more. Opening. And exhaling, interlace, pull the arms away. Okay, sitting up tall, I'm going to press my hands away from me and juice up my fingers for a moment. Right? And then I might just release and take some circles with fists. I'm making a fist and moving those in like a figure 8 pattern or infinity symbol. That's good, Beth. You got it, Mike. And then I might bring my arms down at my sides and just shake them loose. Shake the arms loose for a moment. And rest them in the lap and just move the head from side to side. So tilting one ear towards one shoulder, moving at your own pace. Maybe one more on each side. And then if you feel like there's a part of the body that needs a little TLC today, you could rub the hands together and maybe spend a moment giving yourself a little massage, a little healing touch. Right? So I've tried to infuse my hands with some compassion for myself. And you could do the same if it feels useful to you. That you're just amazing for getting to this day and this moment. Like gold stars, imagine them raining down on you, just for being here, just for being alive. Any other parts of the body that need support. Well, maybe taking a little circular motion over the belly for a moment. Keeping things moving. And this can be something you return to if you have like a tummy upset or you're having digestive issues or things aren't moving along. I think some of us have actually experienced this as beneficial. And so is my dad, actually. I taught him this, and when he remembers to do it, it's useful. All right, friends. So I'm going to take hold of my chair and I'm going to walk my feet out to the sides and walk them back in. So I'm really noticing my center here, and my center is working hard to keep me lifted. Little bit of movement in a lot of places. So we're kind of moving down to the hips. Don't forget to breathe. Right? Let those shoulders relax. They don't have to work so hard here. You got it, Marty. Breathing. Good. And the next time you come to center, we'll stay there. And I'm just going to lift my right leg out as far as feels good to me. And I'm going to point and flex a few times. If your leg gets tired, you could rest the heel on the earth. I'm going to do this a couple times. And then I might circle my toes in one direction and the other. Feeling that right thigh muscle working. And then releasing and switching sides. Right? So if you're caring for knee issues, you might not stay lifted as long, right? But this could be very good as well. So pointing and flexing with my left leg lifted. Juicing up the joints, lubricating the joints with synovial fluid, including my ankle as I do my circles here, one direction and the other. All right, then I'm releasing down and I'm moving my mind again back to my center as I take a walk. Opposite arm, opposite leg. If you need to stop and think about that, that's great. Don't think too hard. We're breathing, and we're going to take excellent care of ourselves today. Not just during this session, I hope. Maybe there's a little song you'd like to sing or a little humming you'd like to do. You've got it, Beth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying still for a moment. Seeing if you could anchor down for a moment, sending some roots down from the seat, from the feet, wherever you are, letting the shoulder relax. Maybe just for a moment, closing the eyes, visualizing your roots traveling down deep into the earth and spreading out, interweaving with our other Waldenstrom's friends' roots. So we're a system of interconnectedness. You are not alone. Drawing up a little nourishment from those roots when you need it. And then in your mind's eye, you can see yourself coming to stand if that's in your practice today, or staying seated if that's in your practice. And I'm going to take a moment to stand any way that feels safe for me today. And taking a moment to gather myself. If you need to stay seated, that's totally fine. Feel free to adapt things as need be. And I'll do my best to cue you as well. All right, so I'm standing with my feet on the earth, and if I need the support, the chair is right there. I'm just going to lift up one heel and then the other heel. You can do this if you're seated as well. So I'm massaging my toes. And you might hear some cricks and some cracks coming from mine. Got it, Gordon. All right, resting both feet on the earth and then lifting all the toes, spreading them wide and digging them back down. Maybe they don't answer your request, right? So you might want to peek down and just move the toes as you can in this moment. Lifting, spreading, digging, whatever individuation you can make in the toes. For one more breath. All right, and then let's come up onto the tiptoes and float our way back down. Maybe you lift one arm and the other arm holds onto the chair. Maybe you're ready to fly with both arms, lifting and floating down. I'm going to do what's safe for me always. My center rises up. My center floats down. For 3 more. Got it, Allison. And this last one, I might stay lifted and see how slowly I could float my way down. Good. And then I'm taking a walk. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Right? Notice what you're doing with your head and your chin and your neck. Are you somebody like me who tends to lead with your chin? Maybe you could tuck that chin and feel that sort of imaginary string pulling your head up a little higher. Maybe you would like to do a little cross crawl with Carol, right? So it's opposite arm, opposite leg, knee towards the elbow. And this is really all about the center, isn't it? This core, right? You don't have to touch the knee towards the elbow. Make it yours. Right, I have a feeling that some of you in another life could have been a rockette. We've got a lot of high lifters here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, I've got that wide stance. I'm a little bit more warmed up, and I'm going to, again, come back to my side bends, lifting my right arm up, and I'm letting that left arm really loose. Right arm reaching, left arm loose. Letting that left shoulder just totally relax. Bring that space in that left shoulder. And then I'm switching it up. I've got that left arm lifted. I'm letting my right arm really relax. And I'm going to flow from side to side at my own pace, whatever that is for you, with my breath. You've got it, Jane. Maybe one more on each side. I'm bringing my feet back to about hips width distance apart. And I'm going to sink down as if I was about to sit down. I'll bring my hips back and I'll pull my belly towards my spine. So I'm really integrated here. And I might also isometrically push my feet apart. So I've turned on a lot of my glute muscles. You might feel it in the glutes. And I'm going to bring my arms down by my sides. So I'm ready to go. I'm going to inhale and lift my arms, straighten my knees. Exhale, sink down only as far as feels safe. Weight is in the heels. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, sinking so strong. Push the feet apart. Moving at your own pace. Let's do 3 more. If you're caring for knee issues and this is exacerbating things, maybe you stop. Good, I got 1 more. And I'm coming back up. Beautiful, friends. I'm going to take a little stretch here. So taking my hands onto whatever's available or doing a forward fold in my seat if I'm seated. Taking some steps back. And my goal here is to bring a little space into my spine. Maybe to stretch the backs of my legs. Right? If I feel, if I have vertigo or glaucoma, I could keep my head lifted. If I'm clear to do so, I could even look down at my toes. I'm finding my breath, finding what feels good to me. Can you take 1 more big breath here? Coming up nice and slow and stepping just my right foot forward. I'm spinning my left foot out a little bit to the side. And here I am in Warrior 1 with my torso upright. And this left arm is going to lift up. And if I feel wobbly here, I'm going to walk my right foot over to the right. Maybe that right arm lifts up if I feel safe, right? Or I could keep it on the chair. Big breath in. And exhale the hands down. I'm stepping back to my downward facing dog again. Maybe taking a forward fold. Taking a breath. Letting it out, sigh out the mouth. Make some noise. Inhaling, coming up nice and slow, stepping the left foot forward. Bending that left knee, spinning that right foot so it's angled to the side. Coming into my Warrior 1, torso upright. I might squeeze that right glute muscle. And when I'm ready, maybe just the right arm reaching. If I feel wobbly here, I could walk my left foot to the left, widen out my base. Beautiful. Maybe my left arm lifts if I feel stable, if I feel safe. That's good, Betty Ann. Reaching for the stars. Big breath in. And then softening out of it, nice and slow. And let's step back to 1 more. Downward facing dog. Regrouping here. Good. When you're ready, let the breath bring you up. Got it, Karen. And we'll take a little balance challenge. Right? So take a sip of water if you need it. So I'm going to take my feet together. So I have 1 tree trunk. And before we get into the balance part, let's take a moment to visualize. So maybe I feel safe with my hands just at my sides. Maybe I'd like to keep my hand on the chair. I'm just noticing what my posture feels like here. Noticing where my center is. I might even feel safe closing my eyes. Sending those roots down, down, down. Widening those roots out. finding that interconnectedness between us all. And then when you're ready, you can blink the eyes open. And I'm going to take a little bendy bounce to my knees and step the right foot in front of the left, heel to toe. So I'm on my imaginary balance beam. That's good, Karen. Doing what feels best. I'm on my imaginary balance beam, and if I feel safe doing so, maybe I have my tightrope walker arms out to the sides. And I might be wobbling a little bit, and that's fine. I might like to challenge myself to try something, isometrically pushing my feet apart so my legs are really strong. Right? Maybe I need to hold onto the chair. That's totally fine. Right? Maybe I'm visualizing myself doing this in my mind's eye. All right, releasing. Between sides, I'm just going to walk it out. And I like to think of, I know one of you once told me that you were in a doctor's office about to get results or about to do a procedure, and you saw the faces of our group, and that helped you. And I'm thinking if you are having a similar, anxious moment, you might think of those roots. You might send your roots down and send those roots out and look for your fellow Walden friends. So I'm coming back and I'm taking my feet together again. Those roots know just where to go to find you. To find you, Anna, to find you, Pat, right? To find you, Anne, all of you. And I'll try this on the other side with my left foot in front of the right. Softening my knees, maybe pushing my feet apart. And I'm purposefully seeking my wobble safely. This could be really easy for you. If it's really easy for you, try closing the eyes. Or just one eye. For one more breath. And then releasing out of that and walking it out. And then we'll go ahead and take a seat when you're ready. We'll go ahead and cross that right ankle over the left knee. Tap the bottom of that right foot. Right, make any modifications here so this feels good to you, this feels safe to you. And I might already be feeling a lot of sensation here. If that's you, you could stay right where you are. If you need more, maybe you want to reach your heart forward. Close the gap between your, not close all the way, but decrease the gap between your torso and your leg. And I'm softening my shoulders here. Maybe taking one more big breath with me. Got it, Karen, beautiful. And then I'm crossing my knee over, maybe rolling that right ankle. And I'm taking a little twist to the right, just a little twist, keeping my chin level with the earth, squeezing my torso muscles, and recoiling back to center. Just a little visit for a twist. And then the opposite side. So left ankle, right knee, say hello. Take a little tap. And then we're grabbing on to whatever's available and maybe moving a little more deeply into this or staying where you are. Finding a couple breaths. Our hip stretch. ready, sit up, and that knee can come all the way over. I'm taking a twist using my core muscles to the left. Hands can support the twist however feels best. Softening where I can soften. And I'm releasing back to center for one more little stretch or any other movements the body's asking for. Anything at all you feel like maybe we didn't cover, or you've still got a little ache somewhere and you've got to move that part of the body. And then we'll close with just a little bit of sound for you, my friends. I was so disappointed yesterday when I couldn't get my microphones to work for the singing bowls that I thought I had to bring them today. So go ahead and get yourself super comfortable, whatever that means for you. You could close your eyes or soften the gaze. Feeling those feet upon the earth, seat in the chair, sending those roots down, down, down. Move your mind to the center of your being. Maybe there is a sound that you would like to create. It could be a humming sound. It could be one of the seed syllables or vowel sounds. Just let it flow. And we'll take 3 breaths together with the hands at heart center. Breathing in this nourishing support. Breathing out, sending this nourishing support. Feeling that center and feeling that connection at the same time. And closing our session today with the sound of 1 Om, 3 Shantis for peace. You could listen or join in. The word Shanti is Sanskrit for peace, and we can send that peaceful quality out as far and wide as our energy will allow for today. So breathing in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And thanking you so much for your practice today, friends. Namaste. I hope to see you later this week on Friday for Cardio Flow. That's a little bit more of a medium pace class where we use small hand weights and we use TheraBands. And there is an element of yoga in it as well, because I'm teaching it and I'm a yoga teacher. I can't help it. I will also follow up with a link to our wellness newsletter and wellness survey, in case you haven't had the chance to take that yet. And then, of course, I have to do my job as an IWMF staff member to let you know that tomorrow is Giving Tuesday. And we are hoping to really keep supporting these programs that are funded by you and directed by your wishes and needs. So feel free to reach out with any questions on that. And I hope to see you soon. And take good care in the meantime.